Thank you for listening to REED-BBS. Ciao.
REED-BBS, BBS. Teofimo, ho! Teofimo, ho! Teofimo effing Lopez will be returning to the ring on June 29th. That's Saturday, June 29th, in Miami, at the James L. Knight Center in Miami against Steve Claggett of Canada. Steve Claggett with a pretty unspectacular record. He's got like 6 losses or something. I saw his record written down somewhere earlier. It escapes me. Teofimo, man. So this fight here is basically, let's just cut through the bullshit. First of all, this is the second biggest fight on the night of June 29th. The biggest fight of that night is undeniably El Gallo, Juan Francisco Estrada, against Bam Rodriguez. That's the biggest fight of that night. Make no mistake about it. So right out the gate, Teofimo, you got second fiddle this night, bruh. Certainty, that was certainty number 1. That was certainty number 1. Certainty number 2, Steve Claggett was brought here as a degree of damage control. Because the simple matter is, Teofimo Lopez, I love him. Love watching him. My man he can't cope with boxers. He can't cope with the slick scientists of the game. The thinking man's fighters. Your Jermaine Ortiz's. Your Sander Martins. Hell, he couldn't deal with ferocious Cambosis, who has like droplets and inklings of a sophisticated style. Teofimo couldn't even fucking deal with that. So, on the heels of the very underwhelming bout against Jermaine Ortiz, in comes Steve Claggett, who by most accounts, he's going to bring the fight, he's going to initiate the fight, and he's going to lose, probably spectacularly. Again, that's why he's here. Teofimo, he needs the damage control. He needs a goodwill win. Not a gimme per se. He needs somebody that's going to come and make a fight. But somebody that's going to lose, somebody that's going to initiate exchanges with him, not going to make FIMO think, not going to make FIMO have to rely on the chief second in his corner, which sadly has been his father for far too long. I've said in prior videos, in past videos, it's time for Teofimo Sr. Look, yeah, you're your son's biggest fan. So with that, you need to just be a glorified cheerleader, bruh. Be at every fight. Be his mouthpiece. Be his Boondini Brown. His crocodile, be his chief shit talker in his camp. Fine. But you don't need to be that motherfucker giving him advice in between those pearls of wisdom that he's looking for in between rounds. He needs a real trainer for that. So hopefully there's a new trainer in the fold. But yeah, long story short, this fight is a necessary evil because FIMO cannot deal with boxers. He just can't. So go ahead and beat the brakes off Steve Claggett on June 29th. I'll check that out sometime in between watching El Gallo versus Bam Rodriguez. And then let's get back on the saddle, FIMO. Let's get to some bigger fights, man. Because your talent warrants it. Your personality warrants it. And we want to see it, man. Let's bang Claggett out of there. And on to the next. REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.